You're watching CBC 9 and 4, serving southern Saskatchewan.
We are gathered together to conjure powers of the unknown, to seek out citizens of the fourth dimension. I will serve as your medium, and together we will try to contact the spirit of Switchback. Now please, let us join hands. Oh, power of Switchback, if it pleases you, give us a sign. Give us a sign. I feel a presence, a power, someone, something. Are you the spirit of Switchback? Who, us? No, we're the spirit of fun, the spirit of entertainment, enjoyment, the spirit of TV. But we're not the spirit of Switchback. You are.
Good morning, Saskatchewan, and a special good morning to the Coronation Park Brownies, group number 46, all huddled in our studio this morning. They're going to be having a great time, I can assure you folks. Hello out there in Saskatchewan. Come on in here a little bit closer. Come on in here, come on in here. You know, they say there are more things on heaven and earth than any one man can understand, and I guess that's right. There's energies and powers that none of us know or none of us understand. Well, on today's show, we're going to try to take a closer look at some of the unknown factors. And, you know, these energies and powers sometimes are used to scare us, and sometimes people use these same powers to predict the future. Well, those are two of the items we're going to talk about this morning as we try to find out more about the unknown. Now, one thing that is not the unknown, it is the known, and that is the hockey capital of Canada may very well be Rockglen, Saskatchewan. That's right. Last night, we went to Rockglen, Canada, and although things got off to a slow start, as you can see, it certainly didn't stop us as a capacity crowd filled the Rockglen Arena. And let me tell you, it was a hard-hitting game right from the word ouch. Boom, he goes down heavy. We had a lot of fun. The CBC TV Niners took on the Rockglen Red Army in what was considered hockey at the best and certainly entertainment at the least. We had a great time. It was one of the lucky goals that Rockglen happened to score on us. I think the final tally was something like 16-10, and I think, well, if we'd have got that last-minute touchdown, we could have won. That gives you an indication, really, of some of the talented players, and you notice one guy sliding through there at the end. We had a great time, and all you folks out in Rockglen, we really want to thank you. I want to make a special mention to Richard Kimball, not looking for the never-ending search of the one-armed man on The Fugitive. Richard Kimball looks after the whole auditorium, the giant arena complex out there in Rockglen, even looks after the pro shop, we understand, and his wife Darcy, also Brenda, Tom, Alice, and Neil, and all the rest of you at Rockglen who fed us, entertained us, and we went to the cabaret and it was fun. One last thing, I had ticket number 118 for the door prize, and if I won, please send it in to me. Oops, because I would have forgot about it. Now we're going to talk about spiritual things today. One of the best spirits comes along because it's Valentine's Day on Thursday, and I've already got my first two Valentine's cookies from Mary, who's in our studio this morning. Thank you very much, Mary, for the Valentine's cookies. And in celebrating the spirit of love, which will happen to all of us this week, we're going to allow you folks out there in Saskatchewan the opportunity to send a Switchback Valentine message to somebody else in the province. Here's what you do. Give us a call. Give us your Valentine message, okay? 359-1069 in Regina, 1-359-1076 outside of Regina. Tell us your name, the name of your sweetheart, hopefully of the opposite sex, because that'll make it more fun. And then throughout the entire program, we'll keep on showing you those messages for Valentine's Day. Did I do all that stuff? Okay, let's gaze now into the future of today's Switchback. Fugitive from justice, this is Gowan, assaults us with a criminal mind.
Make me feel
Wonders soaring hit, Love Flight in Flight.
Make the moment feel just right. Take me up and away.
Pat Benatar's meaningful message tune, the song. And Kool and the Gang gets funky with Misled.
Crazy, crazy, wanna take me to. Tell me what's the price if I go with you.
Good cookies, Mary. Thank you very much once again. Also with us today, our first guest will be parapsychologist Daryl LaBerge. He's here to talk about all kinds of mystical things, psychic phenomena, everything from telekinesis, which is moving objects with just mind power, all the way up to astral projection, which is a chance where your thoughts and your mind actually leave your body for a bit of a vacation. And I know you folks in Rock Glen know what I'm talking about. And then we've got astrologer Gary Zyla in here to tell us that your birthday and birth date mean a lot more than just cake and presents. And we'll be talking about zodiac signs and the rest of that stuff later on. Excuse me. All right, we've got a newcomer, Andy Panda, making his Switchback premiere this morning. Here's the cartoon Fish Fry. Hi, gang. Last week on our program, we had bodybuilding expert Trevor Bowering in our studio, showing us all kinds of things. And in fact, bodybuilding is not just an art, it's actually a science. That's why our contest from last week was to give us the scientific name for different muscle groups. Now, we had this one, the correct answer, the bicep. This one, sort of the upper chest area, the pectorals. And then this one, the tummy, the abdominals. Dig down here now. We'll pick out 3 winners. I watched Switchback. Yes, biceps, pectorals, abdominals from Doug Koitzer, I believe it is, Regina Beach. We'll check that out and make sure that's right. You know who you are, Doug, because you're watching. You've got your biceps working. Biceps, pectorals. Ooh, rectus abdominis. Ooh. Susie Pelche, Eastview Avenue. Thank you very much. And our third winners, let's see what else. Dig down here. We've got Indian Head Beaver Colony. They were in here last week. How about that? Biceps, pectorals, abdominal muscles. Thank you to the Indian Head Beaver Colony. All right, those are our 3 winners. Great contest. We'll have another contest for you later on today's program. Now, we're still looking for Switchback logos. If you folks out there have an idea for new Switchback logos, please design them and send them to us. Here's a couple of the ones we've got in here so far. This one's full-size, looking the basic pig chicken there, Switchback, CBC TV, Sunday mornings. Here's one that's very familiar guy to you and I. There's our superhero right there, Sanity Bowl, I think that guy's name is. Here's one, paint your Sunday mornings a rainbow with Switchback, and I really like rainbows, so that's a pretty one. Time for one more real quick one here. Got this little fuzzy unit up there. So that's the idea. We need more and more logos for Switchback. If you've got those, write them down and send them to us. Here's our address, Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, Saskatchewan, and the postal code, everybody, S4P4A1. We're going to take a 2-minute break now. We'll be back with Criminal Mind. Keep sending those Valentine's messages.
With the Gen Air grill range, you get more than our surface ventilation system and the only oven that converts from regular to convection cooking. You also get... Now, what other range has that much range? Gen Air.
Available at Continental Appliances, 1550 8th Avenue, Regina.
7:45 a.m. The Waltons were enjoying their holidays 2,000 miles from home when all of a sudden it happened. Transmission problems. Jack wasn't worried, though. He looked to the telephone book to find that friendly name, Mr. Transmission. With over 80 centers across Canada, Jack knew he would find a Mr. Transmission close at hand. 3 p.m., the Waltons were on their way again. That's why people are saying, hey, Mr.
135 Albert Street North. Call 545-7500.
After 27 years of research in loudspeaker technology, Magnot Corona plasma, the world's only tweeter that creates sound by moving air through the principle of ionization. Music in a pulsating ion cloud. Music so real you can visualize the images come to life. Experience the real sensation of being there. The original musical performance experience. The genius of Magnite. Exclusively at Advance.
Thursday night at 7, watch Country West, the hottest uptown country show around. Along with host Deborah Loren and the Country West Band, this week's special guest is music legend Dick Damron. Don't miss the season premiere of Country West this Thursday night at 7 here on CBC 9 and 4.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
Oh, let me call you sweetheart. All right, here's the 80s version of Jailhouse Rock. This is Criminal Mind.
There he was, standing amidst hundreds of priceless treasures. With a quick scan of the empty gallery, he saw before him a sight for sore criminal eyes. The Florentine masterpiece. Seizing the moment, he snatched it from the wall. No man strikes again. School for budding arch criminals.
Stand accused before you. I have no tears to cry, and you will never break me till the day I die. A criminal mind is all I've ever had. Ask for who's lonely if I'm really so bad. I am. I don't regret a single action. I do the same again. These prison walls secure me, and I'm numb to pain. A criminal mind is all I've ever had. Ask one who's known me if I'm really so bad. I am. Before you hand me over, before you read my sentence, I'd like to say a few words here in my own defense. Struggle daily. They struggle with their conscience. Till the end, I have no guilt to haunt me. I feel no
Yikes, we're back right away, and we're going to be talking to parapsychologist. Is that the correct term for that?
That's it.
All right. Parapsychologist Daryl LaBerge is in our studio this morning. Welcome to Switchback, Daryl. Glad you can make it. Now, just to get things started, what exactly is parapsychology, or what would be psychic phenomena?
Parapsychology is just the study of basically things that people don't understand. The aura, the ability to move objects, telekinesis, or ghosts. Basically anything that people find scary.
Or mysterious.
Or mysterious, right.
Okay, now you've mentioned aura, and I've heard about this before. All living things have an aura, and maybe you could describe that to us a little bit.
Auras are basically an energy that people put out on. If they think something, there's a certain kind of energy that leaves the body, and that energy is the aura. Or if they're feeling something,
and
the energy
that
will
sort
leave
of
the
surrounds
body.
people. It's almost
surrounds everything that's living.
Okay,
so
now
all the way around.
Some people can actually see this. I think we've got a shot of that, and it looks like a little colorful sort of thing. Is that true?
Yeah, it changes color all the time. You've got the blue can change to green or yellow or almost any color depending upon how the person is feeling.
This is a picture of a person.
Right.
And you can see the aura. Now, what's this technique called?
This is Kirlian photography, and what Kirlian photography does is take pictures of people's physical aura, the aura that's closest to the body. So these auras show you how the person is physically feeling, how their body feels.
So an aura isn't something that stays the same. It can change as your own
all the
image
time.
change.
Right.
I see. And so people will look at this and learn things about someone from seeing it. Are you someone that's able to see aura?
Sometimes. I don't see them all the time, so it's actually nice not to see them, because in a lot of, when you're talking to people or even walking down the street, you can see things in some people that's not really necessary. If they're feeling real bad, then.
Right, things you maybe wouldn't want to know about them.
Right.
Now, some people can see auras just with the naked eye. Now, I understand, though, young people, young children sometimes just see it automatically. Is that true?
Yeah. Most kids are taught not to see them. But if the kids out there look for something that looks like heat rising off of the head or off of the body, kind of like when on a really hot day and you see the heat rising off the road, you get that same thing with an aura. And it'll change color. You get all kinds of color. It almost looks like a dream as opposed to something that's real.
Okay, now if people have this aura around them or about them, that is something maybe somebody can visually see about them. How then is it related where my own aura can perhaps move an object or things like that? I believe that's called telekinesis. You mentioned that earlier.
Right.
What's that whole process where somebody's aura affects other people or other things?
What happens is that you use your mind to push your aura out and either go around a person and that person will feel it. You can hit people with your aura, basically, or you can make it go around objects, and small objects like paper, pins are a lot easier, and all you do is see yourself moving with the aura, moving whatever it is that you want to move.
So your energy then goes out and does it through this energy.
Right.
I think we've got to look at that too. This is the things they've done a lot of experiments on. We don't have that? Okay, I've seen that down there where people will, can bend spoons and things just by thinking, and
right.
They sort of transmit their aura to these spoons. Is that?
I think they use their aura in cases like bending spoons. My own opinion would be that they use their aura to bend the spoon, so that they're not actually using muscle, but they're using energy in another way, through thought.
Right. Okay, now if this energy is not attached to the person, can it become separated and go somewhere else?
Definitely. Astral projection is what it's called. And it's cases where people fly without their bodies. They float around their room or go to Africa and see how the jungle animals are doing.
This is what they refer to as having an out-of-the-body experience? Is
right.
that
yeah, that's really what it is. It's where your mind and energy go out of the body, and you can theoretically go anywhere. It's people, again, supposedly go to Africa and watch the animals. So
okay. While you folks are out there getting and probably moving things around the kitchen just with your own thoughts, why don't you give us a call right now, 359-1069 if you're in Regina, 359-1076. If you're calling long distance, talk to Daryl about things that have to do with parapsychology, telekinesis, and something else you might be interested in, and that's things that go bump in the night. Let's talk a little bit about that. Now, a lot of things are happening in movies these days, like poltergeists and things like that. How exactly would ghosts and goblins, and as you said, some of the scary things, how can that be explained as far as the parapsychology?
Parapsychologists would probably explain it as telekinesis, where you move things with your own mind, but you don't think about moving it. It's something that just happens automatically. And that's something that happens more with kids under 13, just reaching 12, 13, that age range. They have, I suppose, a lot more energy, and without thinking about it, they start moving things. If they're mad at their mom, or if they're mad at their friend next door, that energy will go out and it'll move a vase, or it'll move their books off the table.
That's right.
And it happens most frequently when they're sleeping. You know, it's kind of like they dream about.
Yeah, and it comes to be.
Right.
Very interesting. Let's grab a call here. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
I was just wondering how can you move stuff with that energy, like?
Well, first of all, it takes a whole bunch of practice, and you really have to believe you can do it. You have to think that you can do it and practice. And you can most often just do it with really small things like paper and pencils and pens. So you just see yourself moving it with your aura.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Get practicing. Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Got a question for us?
Yeah. Hi, my name's Corey Franken, and I was just wondering, where is the aura located?
Terry, the aura is just around the body. If you look around your mom's head or around your brother's or sister's head, you see waves rising. You know, on a really hot day, like I was saying earlier, the heat that rises off the road?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, and it's right close to the head. Sometimes it can be a couple inches above the head, and sometimes it'll be as big as a foot wide.
How do you force the aura to come out of you? What do you do?
Think about the whole room instead of just yourself. Or think about other people instead of just yourself. If you think about just yourself, then the aura will go in. And if you think about pushing it out and you start thinking about other people, then it'll go out. Like if your mom asks you to do something, and you say, no, I'm not going to do that, usually your aura will go in. And if you say, okay, and do it, and think about what you're going to do, then it will usually go out.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Good question. Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Where are you calling from?
Prince Albert.
Okay, go ahead. Got a question for us?
Yeah. When you use the Ouija board, do you use your auras when you use them?
No. Well, yes and no. In the Ouija board, you usually have your finger touching that little table affair. And so it's usually unconscious muscle control. I would, in my opinion, of course. You're moving it, but you don't realize that you're doing that with your own muscle.
Oh.
Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Got a quick question for us?
Yes. How long have you been doing this?
About 10 or 12 years. Quite a while.
How did you first get started in this, Daryl?
I started seeing, right. I started seeing auras. What really threw me off was when I started seeing people that you could see through, ghosts, which doesn't happen very often at all, but it's a scary thing. So
very, very interesting things. Thank you very much for being in our program. We hope you folks are interested. We're going to take a commercial break now. Be back with Batman. Keep sending those Valentine's messages. Thanks.
Thanks.
By exclusive design, an exquisite line of fabulous furs by Kasky. Get outstanding savings up to 60% off the ticketed price and no interest or carrying charges till January 1986. Select from a fabulous array of meticulous, exciting furs and save hundreds of dollars. Don't be deterred. Now's the time you preferred. Kasky Fabulous Furs.
Miss Rigby, revise these reports.
Wang knows what being a secretary is really like.
And cancel that conference.
And now Wang's designed the first computer for what secretaries really do.
And type this by 10.
The Wang Office Assistant. It can juggle a lot of jobs at once. Typing, filing, scheduling, even spreadsheets. The Wang Office Assistant. Bounce the idea off your boss.
Call MSL, Regina and Saskatoon.
Hello, I'm Rhonda Stevenson for It's Your Nickel. This week, unraveling the mysteries of the right wine for the right occasion. Also, avoiding problems with mail-order book and record clubs. As well, there may be a surprise in store for people who buy fresh fish from the store. And it's time to order vegetable garden seeds. And Stan Sheard gives us his pick of the pack. Sunday morning at 10:30, Monday night at 7 on CBC Saskatchewan.
Don't just think about it. Do it, do it, do it. Do it with a brand new broken bend. Do it for your muscles, it'll make them hustle. Do it for your feet, it's kind of neat. Do it with some action, participation. Don't just think about it. Do it, do it, do it. Participation. Get with the action. Do it, do it, do it. I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too.
Yeah, that's a swinging kind of tune. This is Mary right here. This is Mary. She was the one that gave me cookies. She came all the way in from Lumsden this morning. Wasn't that nice of her? I thought so. Okay, let's see if Batman can escape the clutches of that dastardly mother, Ma Parker. Batman! Whee! Sorry, but you folks won't be sorry on next week's Switchback because it's going to be our first birthday party. That's right. February the 12th, 1984 was our first Switchback here for Saskatchewan. And so next week will be our first birthday party, and what's a birthday without birthday greetings? And that's where you folks can help us out. So we want you guys to make up birthday cards and send them to us here at Switchback. We'll pick out as many good ones as we can, and we'll show them. There's our address, Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code, everybody, S4P4A1. Send lots of birthday cards. We really appreciate it. And we're going to be back in a couple of minutes with Stevie Wonder. Some more Valentine's messages. Come on, come on.
Fill me with your kisses. Make the moment feel just right. Take me up and away.
Now, every soul will search in awe the Thriller system by Yamaha. And whosoever will be bound to unleash 140 watts of sound with matching turntable speakers and amp. Your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the power of the Thriller. The Yamaha Thriller system, only $649 at Advance.
At Rent-A-Wreck, you can rent quality, dependable cars and trucks at the practical price of just $8.95 a day. At Rent-A-Wreck, you won't believe the selection. Cars, trucks, and vans, always at the practical price. Coast to coast, we are the practical alternative for car rental.
At Rent-A-Wreck, we are practical. At Rent-A-Wreck.
Wednesday, on A Planet for the Taking, the Mythmakers. Exploring how rituals, legends, and now science are the means by which we express our mastery over the earth. Join David Suzuki on A Planet for the Taking, Wednesday. A special presentation from the Shaw Festival.
I love married women. They have homes to go to.
But wait till their husbands find out.
This married woman with whom you spend your night, it's as clear as day.
And when you have to explain it to your wife.
You stay behind.
Why?
You are in mourning for your life.
You've got Friends of a Feather, Thursday night. Premiering February 17th.
This is really a battleground. Lawyers are like writers. They work with words.
Patrick Watson takes an inside look at the law and the people who practice it. Corporate law, tribunals, trials, and frontier justice. CBC Television presents Lawyers, an 8-part series premiering February 17th.
Let me call you sweet-eyed, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. This is pretty fast in your eyes, so true.
Yeah. All right. Stevie Wonder, Love Flight in Flight.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay? We'll go get that Jackson concert, man.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, it could have been a little better, but...
Well, it could have been better, but I still think it was... This was the first time, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be fun. Even you're going to be pleased.
Got to be.
Yeah, you know that.
Make me feel like paradise. Give me what I'm missing. Send me to the highest high. Take me up and away. I tasted love so many times. Something always missing. But I know that you've got the kind. Take me up and away. I know that our journey will be filled with passion, love, and pleasure. Touching down where only satisfaction's guaranteed. We will let our feelings autopilot perfect navigation. Sending us to loveless like no one ever knew could be. Ah, make me feel like paradise. Fill me with your kisses. Make the moment feel just right. Take me up and away. 'Cause I have waited all my life for the one worth giving, yeah. And I don't have to think it's fine. Let's go up and away. Come on, baby. Love's like a fun. You'll enjoy passion. We need just to feel it, to know that our loving has the power. Showing that these feelings emanate from you and me. With the high aviation, we will fly forever in 1 hour. Giving us the always to live for all our fantasies. Ah, make me feel like paradise. Give me what I'm missing, yeah. Send me to the highest high. Take me up and away.
All right, thank you very much, Stevie. You know, one of the questions people ask us all the time here at Switchback deals with taking a look behind the scenes of what we do. Now, every week we do a thing for you called an opening gag right at the very start of the program. And it's a lot more than just writing and getting the props and things like that. It's also a lot of fun, and sometimes, like when we did the one for this morning, it was too much fun. Take a look.
Now please, let's join hands. Oh, great spirit.
I'm sorry.
We are gathered here. Let us join hands. Oh, power of Switchback. We are gathered together to conjure the powers of the unknown, to seek out citizens of the fourth dimension. We are gathered together to conjure powers of the unknown.
I'm sorry.
He's going to not do that
I'm
this
not
time.
going to do it anymore.
We are gathered together to conjure powers of the unknown, to seek out citizens of the fourth dimension.
Good. Good. It wasn't my fault.
Hello and welcome to TV's Bleeps, Bloopers, and Blunders. Take 46. Now please, let's join hands. I'll take that. That's mine. Why don't you guys look somewhere else?
That's what we're doing.
Not at each other or me. Then when I look at you, I won't see you looking at me and anything else. We are gathered together to conjure powers of the unknown, to seek out citizens of the fourth dimension. I will serve as your medium, and together we will try to
Here's the culprit. This is the culprit right here. Just couldn't learn. Couldn't learn his lines. Get that thing out of here. All right, if you folks want to be in the know, take some common everyday occurrence and find out who makes it happen, why it happens in the first place. We'll try to find out. Not only will we tell you the answer, we'll try to show you the answer here on Switchback. So if you've got something you'd like to know, write it down and send it to us. Here's our address. Again. Switchback, CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina, and the postal code S4P4A1. All right, we're going to be back with some more parts of our supernatural show in 2 minutes.
Passenger tires, truck tires, farm vehicle tires, over $500,000 worth of tires. It's LePage's Tire Corral's $500,000 tire closeout sale. Save now on famous name brand tires, Firestone, BF Goodrich, Dayton Dunlop, and more. Whatever you're driving, LePage's Tire Corral has the tire for you at a sale price you can't afford to miss.
So come into LePage's now and you'll find people that know how to do the job that's right for you. LePage's Tire.
Sherwood Credit Union's MasterCard 2. Use it and win. Now when you use your MasterCard 2 a minimum of 4 times a month, you become eligible to win fantastic prizes. At the end of each month, one member at each of the Sherwood Credit Union branches will win a prize. Then in March, we'll award the grand prize, a trip for 2 including a Pacific Western flight to Vancouver, a cruise to Alaska on the Love Boat, and $500 spending money. Get your MasterCard 2 now, then use it and win.
This season on Newsday, I'll be bringing you the most up-to-date weather forecast in Regina, because I want you to know what the weather's going to be like before it happens. Now, forecasting the weather isn't easy because there's so many variables, but with the latest radar and satellite information, state-of-the-art computer forecast from Environment Canada's National and Regina services, I'll have the most up-to-date information available, because what matters to you in weather matters to us. So join me for Newsday Weather each weekday evening at 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cha-cha. Go on. Careful. Here's the mambo.
CBC Enterprises presents the new Strict Tempo Ballroom Dance Record. Dance with the Montreal Pop. Brilliant Strict Tempo orchestral arrangements of contemporary music.
And of course, the tango.
Dance. LPs and cassettes now available from CBC Enterprises and selected dealers.
Olé!
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with
Feeding a family at a reasonable price is important, and that's why at Kentucky Fried Chicken we've brought back the Value Pack. For the month of February, it's the Value Pack. 10 pieces of delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, rolls, medium fries, and gravy, all for $10.95. It's the Kentucky Fried Chicken Value Pack at $10.95. It's the best deal in town.
What's the hottest top-rated video show in Canada? It's Video Hits. See weekdays right here on CBC. Hi, I'm Samantha Taylor, and I've got a great lineup for you this week on Video Hits with David Lee Roth, Duran Duran, Madonna, Bryan Adams, Prince, Pat Benatar, Bruce Springsteen, Whams, George Michael, The Honey Drippers, Foreigner, The Pointer Sisters, Parachute Club, Philip Bailey and Phil Collins, The Spoons, Band-Aid, Chicago, and Luba. All that and more on the #1 video show in the country, Video Hits, weekdays right here on CBC.
How is he?
I don't know. They don't even know. It all happened so fast.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Donations to your heart fund support heart attack and stroke research that's helped save 100,000 lives. Help us find the way to save thousands more. Give. And we'll try to make sure that news every family gets is good news. The Heart Fund. We've touched the heart of someone you know.
Welcome back. You know, most of us have leafed through the newspaper from time to time looking at our astrological chart. Now, myself, I'm Taurus. You know, I like to see if I'm going to have a good day coming up and things like that. Well, this is all called astrology. And we've got an astrologist. Is that the correct term?
Astrologer.
Astrologer with us this morning. That's Gary. How do you do, Gary? Thank you very much for coming to our program. Now, Gary's going to be talking about the interrelationship between the planets and how that affects us. And, of course, when we were born, we mentioned to you, your birthday is a lot more than just presents and gifts. The date you were born, because of the planets and their reaction to us, tells us a lot about the type of people we are and the type of people we may end up to be. And we'll get to more of that kind of thing in a minute. Now, Gary, we asked him to prepare a chart for us. So he took my birthday and gave me my astrological chart, I guess. And maybe you can explain that to us.
Okay. Now, what an astrological chart is, it's a photograph of the solar system taken for the exact moment of birth and the exact place on this planet. So for Bill, I needed his birth date, his birth year, his birth time, and the birthplace in order to set this up. So it takes into account all of the planets and their positions in relation to the Earth.
Okay, now maybe you could just very, very briefly explain to us. There's different lines and colors on there. That is actually my chart. You have lined up certain things and put those together. Is that correct?
Okay, well, most people are familiar with the sun sign that they are. You know, your birthday corresponds with a place where the sun is in the sign. But a birth chart has much more to do with just than the sun. So up here we have Bill's sun, where his sun is at birth, and he said he was a Taurus, and that's what that means, is that his sun was in the sign of Taurus when he was born. But he also has Mercury and Venus also in Taurus. He has the other planets in other places. The moon, for example, is over here in Scorpio, and his rising sign, or his ascendant, the sign that was coming above the horizon when he was born, is in Cancer over here.
Okay, then generally speaking, what do you know about me or about my chart after you've studied that information?
Well, it takes a long time to sit down and be able to sort of go through it, and a lot of it depends on what you do with your life or do with the particular things here. A birth chart can show a bunch of different kinds of possibilities or potentials that are there, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee or say one way or the other that you are.
Okay, so the time and place that you're born creates a certain amount of things that you have, but not everybody born the same day as I am is obviously the same person. We're all going to be unique, so it depends what you do with that through your own life?
Yes, and also, even someone who's born the same day
is obviously born different years or different times, so there's an enormous amount of difference. A difference of 4 or 5 minutes in birth time can make a small difference in a birth chart, and the difference of a day makes a large difference. And of course, several years is an entirely different kind of thing.
Okay, one of the things now, a lot of people, I mentioned right at the start, are going to be familiar with the newspapers and things where they may say, you know, if your birthday is today, something will happen, or Taurus, this is going to be a good month, you'll meet people, get rich, all those things. Now that seems a little bit, you know, a little bit commercial, a little bit tinsely and things like that. Now, where would that compare to the type of detailed work that you do?
Okay, well again, a birth chart takes up all of these things. All of these things are taken into account. All of the planets, all of the signs, all of the houses, and the relationship between them. Whereas your newspaper astrology is only taking the sun in a sign, and there's 30 different places the sun can be in that sign, not to mention the different years that people are born, all of that kind of thing. So it has to be very general, and I don't think it's very useful in many ways. To be specific about things, to be able to get a better idea of what a person's perhaps purpose or sense of where they belong in the world, you need a whole chart based on the kind of accurate information that I originally said.
Okay, now this is a very complicated thing. You have to go through a lot of mathematical equations. Maybe you could give us just a really quick look. There's actually charts and forms that you have to fill out.
These are the this is an idea of the sheets, the kind of calculations that need to be done to set up an accurate chart. Now, I don't always use these because a calculator makes it a little more fast, and many astrologers now use computers to do this. But there's a lot of calculations. There's a technical side to astrology that is fairly extensive.
Okay. If you folks out there have a question, maybe dealing with your sign, give us a call right now. 359-1069 if you're in Regina. 1-359-1076 if you're calling long distance. Give Gary a call, and we can talk about that a little bit more. Now, I'm a Taurus, and is it true that because the symbol for Taurus is a bull, that maybe has something to do with the way I am? I tell good stories, or a lot of bull? I'm not really sure, but there's Cancer and Capricorn and Pisces and all the different signs. Where did the symbols align with those?
The symbols are, as you say, they're symbols. They are useful. They do represent the nature or the essence of what the sign is, but they are in a symbolic way. It's not accurate very often to say that because you're a Taurus or someone's a Taurus that they're bullish or that they're bullheaded, although sometimes that can be true. But like Ferdinand sitting in the field, Taurus energy likes to enjoy itself. It likes to sit back and chew the grass and on a sunny day, that kind of thing. So with the kind of emphasis you have in Taurus, I might say that one of the things that you like to do is simply to enjoy yourself and enjoy yourself in the world.
Not true at all. Not true at all. No, that is very true. I like to have some fun. We'll grab some calls here.
Okay.
See what's out there. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name and what's your sign?
I'm Shannon and my sign's Virgo.
Virgo?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
Is it hard work devising one of those birth charts?
Shannon, it's a bit of work. You need some basic math, unless you have a computer. If you're a Virgo, usually Virgo kind of energy, and that doesn't say that that's strictly what you are, but usually they're used to hard work, or they need to learn something about it. So, and often Virgos are good with numbers, so you may not find a lot of difficulty with that if you ever decided to.
Do you look at your own horoscope, Shannon?
Sometimes.
Okay, thanks a lot for calling. Good question.
Could I also say hi to my nephew and niece, Scott and Heather?
Okay.
Okay, hi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hello. I'm wondering what my sign would be.
When are you born?
August 28th.
August 28th.
Okay, you're also a Virgo. Your sun is also in the sign of Virgo.
Okay.
Okay, now, is it true then that, Gary, some people, though, are born at the start of Virgo or the end of Virgo, so you might be changing into another thing? Is there a name for that?
If you're born around the 20th of any month, you're on the cusp, what's called the cusp of a sign, and you could be either one or the other, or sort of a blending of either one of the signs.
Weird.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. What's your name and what's your sign?
My name's Jeff, and my sign is Libra the scales. I'd like to ask him, does he study the stars or the planet? Does he study stars?
No, I mostly study planets. The only star that I spend a lot of time studying is the sun.
Oh.
Good question.
Okay.
Don't be disappointed. Thanks for calling.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. Where are you calling from? What's your name? What's your sign? And phone number's optional.
Shane.
Shane? Yeah, where are you calling from, Shane?
Saskatoon.
And your sign?
I don't know. I was born June 1st.
So you're a Gemini. Your sun's in Gemini then?
Yeah.
Okay, got a question for us?
When did you start this?
1976, I started studying astrology.
Any particular reason why you started?
No, there was no particular reason. I just sort of just came my way.
Are you sort of self-taught? Can you learn this? There's obviously a lot of books on the area.
Yeah.
Did you just teach yourself, basically?
Essentially, I did. I've taken workshops over the last several years, but that's how it began. That's how it usually begins for most astrologers.
Great. All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback. What's your sign?
Scorpio.
Scorpio. And your name?
Elaine Brecky.
Okay, fire away.
If it says in the paper you're going to have a good don't, what does that mean?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Like, if it says in the newspaper you're going to have a good day, and you don't, what does that mean?
When all the things in the newspaper about horoscopes and astrology really are so general that it's very difficult to apply them to any specific kind of thing, into your case. You always have to read those things with some skepticism, and you know, they're more for fun. If you want something more detailed and more accurate, you have to have a whole chart drawn up that would look more like this then.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. One more call. Good morning. Welcome to Switchback.
Hi,
What's your sign?
Libra.
Libra. Okay. Fire away with your question, please.
What kind of person are you?
What kind of person is a Libra?
Yeah.
Again, it's hard to say anything about just the idea that you're a Libra without knowing all of your chart. When the sun is in a sign, when the sun is in Libra, it's a combination of both what the sun means and what the sign means. What Libra means, the essence of Libra has to do with relationships, so communications and relationships are probably important to you. But that's, you know, it's difficult to be much more specific without knowing how everything else fits together.
Right. Thanks for communicating with us.
Yeah, and I'd like to say hello to Macy Mard.
You just did. Thanks very much.
Okay, bye.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, too.
Yeah, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Reminds me of something, Gary, we're going to do. When you people are sending us your Valentine's Day, no, your birthday greetings, that's what they are, birthday greetings, because it's our first birthday next week, why don't you add the sign of Switchback? Now, Switchback was born February 12th, 1984, so look up the sign for February 12th and attach that to your birthday card, and we'll really appreciate it. Gary, thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll get to the exciting conclusion of Batman right after this. Gary Zyla. I forgot his last name. It's Gary Zyla. That tune. You know, I mentioned last night we were in Rock Glen, Canada for their mini winter festival. Well, there's a full-size winter festival coming up 1 week from today here in Regina, the Waskimo Winter Festival, and Switchback will be there. We're going to be helping out with the Waskimo Snow Sculpture Contest. We want to invite all of you folks to get down there next Sunday and enter the Snow Sculpture Contest. Now, you can start anytime Sunday morning. Judging will be at 4 o'clock, and I'm one of the judges. All of us from Switchback will be there. We're going to make our own snow sculpture creation, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, next Sunday. Now, I'm not going to mislead you anymore. This is Kool and the Gang and Misled.
Mind is yearning, restless night, wanna be with you. Someone's playing in the garden, so enticing, should I take a ride? I don't know what come over me, yeah. She's as heavy as a Chevy, pure excitement. excitement. When she touches, can't resist her. I'm a puppet when she's playing. She's outgoing, but I love her so. Misled. So I'm saying, baby, what's your claim to fame? Got me out of bed, trying to call my name. What's this crazy place? Wanna take me to? Tell me what's the price if I go with you? My heart, my soul, my love. Is that the goal? My thrill? Then I will. Hey, misled, be for real. Thought I knew her, this lady, opportunist, misled, always searching for adventure, like Pandora's box, misled, and I don't know what I'm gonna do without her. Baby, what's your claim to fame? Got me out of bed, trying to call my name. What's this crazy place? Wanna take me to? Tell me what's the price if I go with you? My heart, my soul, my love. Is that the goal? My thrill? Then I will. Hey, misled, be for real. I got this feeling that it's rocking my brain, but I love her just the same, just the same. Misled, heard you call my name. Misled, what's your claim to fame? Misled, took me by the hand. Misled, said I would understand. Misled, boulevard on broken things. Misled, not a word to sing. Misled, baby, that's your name. Misled, what's your claim to fame? My heart.
All right, Saskatchewan, it's been a great show, a supernatural show. I think we know a little bit more about the unknown. Thanks very much to Daryl LaBerge and Gary Zyla. All right, a couple of things to remind you folks for next week. In the know. If you want to be in the know on certain... there's that darn telekinesis again. If you want to be in the know, like how do they get the pencil lead inside of pencils, things like that, write it down and send it to us. Also, we need your birthday cards. Send us birthday cards and add the Zodiac sign from February 12th. All right? Write that stuff down, send it to us. Here's our address, Switchback, care of CBC Television, 2440 Broad Street in Regina. The postal code, once more, S4P4A1. Now, next week, we've got forensic fun. We'll have police ID people in here talking about fingerprints and how they catch those rotten bad guys. Remember, next Sunday is also Waskimo Sunday, snow sculpture contest. For those of you in the Regina area, we'll all be there. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you very much to Rock Glen. Thank you very much to you guys, and bye for now.